Brothers and sisters, generals, welcome to another edition of EBX Discussion. Current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, I salute you, and may that great divine be in our life and just protect us, man, and keep us prospering out here in this hyper active world that we are living in and sometimes listening to. So that's why I'm gonna get into it, drawing that power from thy ancestors, those who fought so very hard to get many of us in that great space, a great divine space and foundation, that it was a challenge for some of us. But if we are here right now standing, we are here for a reason. Nothing is of coincidence or by chance when you're living on that divine time, not our time or man time. I remember I used to say that. So again, I honor thy ancestors, brother or sister, man, who was a general who gave through tooth and nail, man, to get us where we are, brothers and sisters. I will always say that. I don't care how many times I say it. I will never forget that. That's what keeps one centered and giving positive energy to the listeners, brothers and sisters, generals, family in the world and online, brothers and sisters, positive energy. And I want to give a suggestion, I always teach or give advice, and off experiences and jewels I've gotten and learned maybe from myself, family, and brothers and sisters, generals, warriors, that great divine has linked one up with on this here journey. This journey can be challenging, but there's also a beautiful side, when one finally gets deep into that core and begin to change our inner world and deflect the toxic shit on the outer world. It's a beautiful thing, but doesn't happen overnight, as I can attest. I say all the time, it can take a lifetime to finally, emphasis on finally paying attention to our surroundings, oneself, and just life in general. Things in the world, again, on top of that building or a mountain, looking out over the whole world, seeing all the bullshit, because when one is true to oneself and that divine soul, toxicity will be highlighted. Real talk, keep living. As my grandmother used to say, rest in peace and in power, as well as those in my family and whoever's listening family, those we held dear. May they rest in peace and in power. Because as we know, I don't play with death. I don't play with that great divine. I don't play with my life. I don't play with other people's life, because there were those who lifted me up, whether in my family, brothers and sisters in the world, or maybe those I grew up with. I never forget one that helped, because all of us have had help one way or another, but positive energy, brothers and sisters, and focus on our immune system. That's what we're going to speak on today, because it's important, living in this social media world and the news, and we in a war, and it's people doing toxic things in the world and online and just out of control. Like I said, impulses, toxic impulses all over the world. Some parts of the world, especially social media, are out of control. Again, never underestimate the media and or social media. Any of us could easily get caught up. So that's why we got to know when to step back and when to step forward. Take moments and think, meditate. As I always say, deep prayer. Get into that gut, and dig up all that and get to that great, wonderful part of us as a brother, sister, and family. It's a wonderful space to be. But again, it doesn't happen overnight. Got to stay on it. Got to be consistent with our mind, body, and soul, and the seeing, hearing, and feeling. And the last but not least, that wonderful, wonderful psyche. Because when you got yourself focused on your psyche and you're paying attention, like we do our money or life or discipline or responsibilities, our psyche, we watch what goes in and what goes out. And I'm telling you, we stay consistent and we repeat the process, every day. Repeat it every day. It's like we don't necessarily renew our mind every day, but we keep that pineal gland open, so we won't miss things, especially things about our immune system. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm just going off experiences and paying attention to one's own body, because as I always say, in levels of awareness or age, our metabolism goes down with age. So that's why we have to pay attention to what, regulate our eating and our drinking habits. Of course, Try to eat as healthy as we possibly can, because our body does speak to us as brother, sister, family. And if you think it don't, keep on living. As I say, my grandmother always say, that always comes up because it's so very true. So if you don't give a damn about your body, this isn't for you. But if you want a strong immune system, I can give experiences and suggestions and advice. Again, not a doctor, just going off maybe some advice I've gotten from others. Again, family, brother, sister, general, in the world and online. So we grab that torch and we pass it on, to those maybe young youth or adult. Again, if you don't care about your immune system, this isn't for you. So let's go. Positive energy, of course, regulate eating and drinking habits. That plays a very important part too, because that goes in us being well and not getting sick and etc. etc. The last podcast I spoke on before I just did a song. One still around song I just did. That's actually the beat in the intro. Again, salute to rap fame, the beat makers and/or artists, because that's where I get my beats from. Salute. Yeah, but when we finally get real, and get away from the madness of the world, and really focus on our inner core, we will really learn some amazing things about ourselves. Also, some not so amazing things, but you got to go through that uncomfortable too. Got to go through the madness to get to the goodness. It is all worth it. It's like the sun shining through the clouds. It's wonderful. And I do want to play a little clip of my sister Stacy, and I actually talked to her, and I didn't tell her I recorded it, but I'm not gonna play nothing that she may not want to be heard. It's just a little 5-minute clip, and it's a part of positive energy, because she was grieving and she's still grieving. Again, rest in peace and empower my brother Les, my childhood brother Les, that passed away a few days ago, and my sister Stacy. I spoke on her in the podcast I called Blind Ignorance is Dangerous, and it had a picture of Tupac on the front, and not those times when Tupac, the songs he made kind of reminded me of my brother Les. And I just talked about some golden times we had and how cool her parents was, and she was crying her eyes out. I didn't record that part, but I just recorded a little small conversation with me and her, and I'm gonna play that, and then we're gonna get back into positive energy and focusing on our immune system. So give me a moment, and I wanna find it, so it might get a little quiet for a minute, and I just want to share some positive energy that Stacy and I share and shared. Like I said, she always had my back. She's a straight general. She keep it real too. So, and she got a good heart, but she one of them people. She's really honest. So I'll take honesty over everything. So my longtime sister, this is her. I'm gonna play the little clip, and then we're gonna get back into because I really want to speak on this, because it's for me too. Remember. So I'm gonna play this little clip, brothers and sisters, just sharing, positive energy. I was helping her in her grieving process, Again, rest in peace and empower, my brother Les. So this is Sister Stacy and I speaking as I was, trying to console her and comfort her. All right, be right back.
Without cussing them out. Like I said, I ain't heard from everybody, nigga. I ain't heard from niggas that I ain't talked to since I was 15. But the one nigga I ain't heard from was Ramon. I didn't even talk to Eric. He said, I'm sorry, Miss Stacy. I'm not mad, but I was like, you of all people, nigga? He said, you didn't call me. I said, I can't call you. I told King to tell everybody because I can't do it. You got to understand, I can't do everything. I'm doing a lot. Yeah. You don't understand, nigga. I'm still breathing. I'm still walking. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't think people understand that. And I still am quivering from the inside, Eric. My body won't stop shaking.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And then I think I might be dehydrated because I'm not eating. I will drink some water. Like I said, I can look at food. I can smell food. But I can't eat it. And I stayed up till 6 a.m. And I said, okay, I'm going to sleep. Let me turn my TV off. I was up at 7:26. Give me a fucking break. I would like to sleep 4 hours in a row, please.
I know.
I ain't even asking for 8. Can I just have half a night? You know what I'm saying? Come on.
You will. Just got to make steps toward it. That's all. It's just going to be in
Yes.
steps.
Yes, I'm trying to do it natural.
When is your
You know,
mom
I
bringing
take
that
it
watermelon?
I guess tomorrow. Because
Okay.
that's what I want to know. Why am
Oh.
I still sitting here suffering? Shit.
Mm.
Just spoiled.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Shit,
Yeah.
where is that damn watermelon? No, I'm just well, you know, ain't no telling. See, I caught you. My mama's somewhere on the other side of town where she ain't supposed to be. She ain't supposed to be in Stillwater.
Mm.
She's supposed to be in Perkins,
Mm.
Oklahoma. Oh, she's in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
What you doing? Tracking her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we had to. When,
Yeah.
you know, for what that's the first thing we had to do. What's for daddy? Come on
Yeah.
now. You get
Yeah.
lost, don't know how to get back home. I got to know where you're at so I can bring you home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been on this for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
here's the thing with Mama. You might want to track her. Oh, she forgets her phone at home. But today she remembered her phone. But she forgets it because yesterday, or whatever day, I wanted her to bring me orange juice. It was yesterday. A man answered her phone. I said, and you know, this was not me. This is how you know I was really thrown off. I said, who am I speaking to? It was Marlon. He said, you know, Grandma left her phone here. I said, oh, nigga, hang the phone up. I didn't know who that was.
He answered the phone. Hello.
Well, you know, it's my mama's phone, so I'm not
right.
expecting nobody to answer her phone but her.
Yeah.
I said, who am I speaking to? That was so proper. And he was like, no, Grandma left her phone here. I said, I was trying to get her watch phone to ring. If you'd have left the phone alone, her watch would have rang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It might not have because she's too far away from her phone. It might not have. But yeah, well, he answered that phone, and he's in the house. I'm in my room. The phone rang 2 times. He answered. He in the kitchen. Hello. All of a sudden, see, they keep fucking with me. But Marlon makes me laugh. Marlon,
yeah,
he does. He helps lighten me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he said, Auntie, I see how. He's like, you said, you're taking this way harder. But I said, yeah, because we've had them way longer. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so yeah, it's a difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not. And he's like, and oh shit, who's calling me now? Jesus. It might be my mama. It's my nephew. Let me play right back.
Well, I'll probably talk to you a little later because I gotta get ready. Yeah. But
all right, babe.
Okay. Stay with it and you know, take that process slow. Take it step by step.
I will, baby.
And you start feeling a little down. Think about the good times that Les had. Think about you know how your brother was.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yes. I might be playing some Black Steel here in a minute. Public Enemy. Every time. Oh my.
Yeah.
You know, it's our stuff.
Yeah.
That was our stuff. We'd be up in that house playing darts.
Yep.
Remember he had that dartboard in his room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate to lose my voice.
Yep.
But yeah. But no, yeah, I do that. I do it all.
Yeah.
Trust me, I do it all. So I'm trying to do better than the first time around.
Yeah.
With my baby, because I didn't know how to grieve. I know how to do it safer this time.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And I'm trying to do it for my mental health the right way.
Yep.
But let me call this boy and see if he's trying to come out here, see what the heck.
Okay.
So you have a good day at work.
Okay, you have a good day too. I'll talk to you and everybody soon.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, brothers and sisters, that was Stacy, and that's again, rest in peace and empire to my childhood brother Les. And I didn't record all of because I got some more footage. You know, I didn't tell her, but I figured because we real close, I know she wouldn't mind. But some of the stuff she really said I didn't put on there because she really went in. She was crying and everything, but I didn't record that part. I just wanted to share about comforting someone. You know, do something for somebody and not without looking for recognition. You know, again, the victories that no one sees is that secret connection to that great divine. You hear me say that a lot, you know? And just in one theory, keep on living. Like I said, my grandmother said, rest in peace. and empower. And see how we say we love each other, and that's not nothing to do with dating or nothing like that. And me and her have always been like that. And that's what I call positive energy. And she also had a child pass away a long time ago. So it still stings. Like I said, there's no limit to the grieving process, you know. Like I spoke on, matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in the end screen when the podcast I did about blind ignorance is dangerous. I'm gonna put that in the end screen. And I spoke on how I'm kind of still grieving. That's why my grandmother still come up. I'm always speaking on family members that may have passed away, because I don't let their spirit lay to rest. Now that's my thing. I'm not telling other people to do that, but I don't do that. I keep their spirit in me. You know, that whether my dad, my grandparents, my cuz that passed away, Lyric always talk about, my auntie, even had a child. I never forget those that were in my family that I held dear. Keep their spirit alive, you know? And that's another secret connection to that great divine, brothers and sisters. So I just wanted to share that. And it's positive energy in that. I was comforting her, you know, making her feel better. I sent her a song too I did called The Sun Gon' Shine. And I haven't spoke to her in a few days, but I will get back in touch with her and see how she's doing. And I'll get her on here, and her and I can have a conversation where it's not just, well, it'll be pre-recorded, but she'll know about it. But I'm sure she won't care, because it's not nothing she said that she didn't want people to hear. But I didn't want to play all of it, because I got like 30 minutes of me and her talking, and she was crying, and we had a very long conversation. And she real raw. She keep it real. So that's just something I wanted to share with my brothers and sisters who ride along. Remember, we are not followers. We're changing that damn narrative. All right, let's get into it, brothers and sisters. Positive energy, focus on our immune system. Let's go. Engaging. Remember, regulate eating and drinking habits also. That also matters. All right, let's go. Engaging in positive thinking and fostering a positive outlook can have several benefits for our immune system, often by influencing stress levels and promoting overall well-being. You know, remember, we got to have less stress or no stress at all. Real talk. All right, now let's go to some reasons, brothers and sisters. Let's go. Stress reduction, positive thinking, and optimism, like being optimistic. Optimism, that's a word I never use, so forgive me. Positive thinking and optimism are linked to reduce stress level. Again, less stress, no stress at all. Chronic stress is known to weaken the immune system by increasing cortisol levels, which can suppress immune function over time. See, again, that's why we have to pay attention to our immune system over time. We building it up. We got toxins in our stomach from stress and chaotic, and we just, again, willy-nilly free falling through life and don't care. It will catch us sooner or later. Again, it's for me too. All right. By helping us manage and reduce stress, positive thinking indirectly supports a healthy, emphasis on that, healthy immune response. That means, like, say for instance, like when I cut myself or something, I heal like that, like quick. I can cut my finger, by the next day it's almost healed, you know. So that's just one thing, but it shows in our skin, our energy, you know, our mind, everything that we put into our body, everything about the body matters. Impact on immune cells. Positive emotions like joy and happiness can trigger the release of endorphins. Endorphins are believed to enhance immune cell activity, including natural killer cells and T cells, which are crucial for fighting off infections. That's what I said about the bacteria in our saliva. That's why it's important to clean our mouth. And I use Listerine. I couldn't remember what I used. I remember speaking on it in that Appreciating Mama Africa. I spoke on how brothers and sisters in Africa, some of them over there, their teeth are like pure white. You know, that's the difference from Africa and America. You know what I mean? We got all this, the land of every fucking thing, but most of it is poison and fuck you up and et cetera, et cetera. You just have to do your research and study. Again, over time, we pay attention. we will see things we just been letting fester in our body, in our mind. And so everything matters. How we eat, how we think, everything. Because we have to have our human body healthy in order to have a healthy spiritual. All right. And I do got some like positive news that I wanted to read, but I'm gonna come back. Of course, we're gonna have a hip hop break, and we're gonna get back into positive energy and focusing on our immune system. And the songs are, let me see. I'm gonna get to it. Yep. Brothers and sisters, thank you who've been riding along. And again, I just wanted to share that little clip with my sister Stacy, and that was positive energy. Even when because she was really feeling down in that, she was just really keeping herself up. But she, like I said, I got other footage where she went in, she was bawling and crying and everything. But, that's my sister, real talk. Man, be thankful for the family members, brothers and sisters that we connect to, hold on to that. All right. The first song is Master Our Higher Self. And the next one is Protect Your Brain at all costs. I would say mind, body, and soul. But everything, like the great Malcolm X said, rest in peace and in power. Everything begins with a righteous thought. All right, so we're going to get to this song, Master Our Higher Self. And again, the next one is Protect Your Brain. So let's go.
Master your higher self, self. Woo! Can't be nobody else. Brothers and sisters, got to master your higher self. EBX, can't be nobody else. First off, let's talk. I'm not you, and you're not me. Let's stand together, man, and we can fight this beast. And all bullshit, man, it need to cease. Be true to oneself. Our health is our wealth. And every word I spit, man, it's gonna be felt. Cause life is like a belt. I still feel the wealth. I'm super empathic. I just wanna help. Can only be me. Can't be no one else. And this is why I rip. To touch your heart and uplift. I sidetrack the devil cause I'm too damn swift. I'm in my higher self. Can't be nobody else. Brothers and sisters, yeah. Master your higher self, yeah. A cultivate this gift. Divine in my mind, I don't see no quit. I feel the shit. I focus on my kids. A no cloud chase, man, I don't give a shit. And all fucking drama, I will dismiss. And up into the sky, man, I hold my fist. I keep learning ourselves, and that is it. And set good goals, brother, and commit. I'm righteous in the heart, and that is being rich. And then in this life, can't be messed with. I am my higher self. Can't be nobody else. Let go. Yeah, brothers and sisters, stick to that higher power. Higher self. Brothers and sisters, can't be nobody else. EBX, yeah. Master your higher self. Brothers and sisters, can't be nobody else. Yeah.
Real talk. Can't be nobody else, brothers and sisters. Step into a higher self. All right. Now let's get to this next song so we can get back to, man, strengthening our immune system. All right. Let me see. I gotta play with the old computer. All right. Go back here. And this is Protect Your Brain. I played this before, and it is on my channel. But please, brothers and sisters, I'm begging you, protect your brain, mind, body, and soul. Let's go.
Protect your brain. Don't go insane. And don't be no lame. You got to protect your brain. And don't go insane. And don't be no lame. You must protect your brain. So you don't go insane.
don't be no lame.
And you won't
Go insane. Yeah. Protect your brain.
and don't
Be no lame.
You won't
Go insane. We got to protect your brain.
Yeah. I'm calling down nothing but protection. Protect my brothers and sisters, make us go the right direction. I ain't looking at no section. I try to be the best of myself, nothing less than perfection. Always a good session when we together and learning
This lesson
Keep on striving, take to the sky, and good energies
to the day that we
die. And yeah, keep on doing this while we
rise.
And I'm good and I'm here.
No surprise.
Yeah, never giving up
Out of five. Yeah. Protect your brain. And don't be. Yeah.
And don't
Be no lame. Protect your brain.
And you won't
Go insane.
And don't be no lame.
And don't be no lame.
Protect your brain.
Protect your brain.
Pay attention to your psyche. Keep your spirit strong. Remember, the spirit never lies. Deflect anything negative.
Real talk. Protect your brain. And you won't go insane. Yeah, I love hip hop. Y'all know I'm always gonna do hip hop breaks. That's what I do, But stuff like this, again, it's not all about always having a platform, but we have to have a place of expression, someone to talk to if need be, I try to keep it pretty positive, but it is nice to connect, with family, brother or sister, real talk. So let's get back into it, My generals, those who ride along, positive energy, focus on our immune system. Let's go. Promoting healthy behaviors. Individuals with a more optimistic outlook are often more likely to engage in healthy lifestyle choices. These behaviors, such as regular exercise, balance, nutrition, and etiquette. No, let me see. I can't read that. It says sleep. I guess, you get enough sleep and rest. Adequate, my bad. Some words I don't use in my vocabulary. Please forgive me. All right, let's start over. Individuals with a more optimistic outlook are often more likely to engage in healthy lifestyle choices. But again, we have to be persistent, These persistent and consistent. These behaviors, such as regular exercise, balance, nutrition, and I forgot that word again. Sleep, contribute to adequate sleep. Yeah, adequate sleep and adequate. Yeah, sleep contribute to a stronger immune system. And adequate sleep contribute to a stronger immune system. Yep, and I notice I've been sleeping pretty good. Yep. All right, let's keep going. Social connections. Happiness can lead to a stronger social connections. Social support is linked to improved immune function by reducing stress and promoting a sense of belonging. But we can do that even if we're by ourselves. People got to learn to be by themselves. Because if you can't deal with your own self, how the hell you going to deal with somebody else? Real talk. And becoming codependent on things. And codependency can be person, place, thing. That we have to watch. That's why we have to. It's nothing wrong with getting help or needing help. But the best way we can, if we as an individual is healthy, mind, body, and soul, don't put ourselves in a position where we always need help, if we're healthy. So that's all I'm saying. Don't become codependent on things. Addictions, habits. That's why we study our inner core, and not just for ourselves. We do it to help others because we are social creatures and we don't have to socialize, but we will socialize. It ain't no matter of if or we won't. A lot of us, most intelligent brother or sister or family member that don't like drama, you got people that like to be by themselves that can. And that's a good balance to have if you can be with oneself and connect with others if need be, because we can't block off the world either. Got to be, because again, I'm a lover of solitude, but we can't have too much isolation. It's not good. We got to be able to have social skills too, so we can know our emotions, because we don't look for drama or look for tests, but sometimes we need little tests just to know that we're still sharp. Know what I mean? So, because it's good to do a spiritual invoice on ourselves from time to time, like what I'm doing right now. This is like doing a little invoice on ourselves, because a lot of times we don't do it, especially in this social media world. Now, I've gotten better. I've gotten better at it, but there's always and forever room for improvement. All right, let's go. Reducing inflammation. We can have things swelling inside our body that we don't even know. And it can come from stress. Stress is a killer. Stress is the root of all sickness. Again, I said 1,000 times. You want to know how serious stress is? Look it up. It's got many viruses, and it can lay dormant in our body for years and then manifest later on up in age. Whatever way that is. It depends on our lifestyle, how we're living, how we're eating, etc., etc. All right, reducing inflammation. Positive emotions are associated with lower levels of inflammation, and this could be in our body, could be in our brain, etc., etc., which is important to our immune health. Positive emotions are associated with lower levels of inflammation, which is important to our immune health. Reducing chronic inflammation through positive emotions can be beneficial for immune function. In summary, a positive outlook can create an environment that supports optimal immune function by helping to manage stress, encouraging healthy behaviors, and influencing immune cells. Positive energy can contribute to overall health and resilience. But again, we have to be consistent on these things and paying attention, and nothing wrong with some entertainment, some fun on social media, but it can consume us, because it's, to me, in my opinion, I think social media is just about worse as any drug. Real talk. So just have to be very, very careful. Have fun with it. Take moments off. I always feel refreshed when I take moments off social media for a while, even disengage from the world for a minute. And a lot of brothers and sisters who are grounded in their true selves, we can disengage anywhere. We can be in a place where it's full of people and still disengage, which is not easy to do, but be able to have that power where we can literally be in the middle of chaos and still disengage. That's a power, but it takes practice. It happens over time and depends on the individual, how strong we are, how focused we are, and how strong our willpower is, and how strong our connection is to that great divine, Mama Nature, and that universe. Because if you connect it to those three forces, as brother, sister, and family, you tell me what could stop us. Real talk. So again, do positive things, watch our eating, and eating at night, as I always say, is, in my opinion, especially in the black community, because we're known for eating snacks late at night, because I'm guilty of that, but I've gotten better. That's what creates the weight over time and other things that come along that's unhealthy that happens in our body. So again, regulate eating and drinking habits. Positive energy is key. Less stress, no stress at all. It's very, very important. Our metabolism goes down with age. So we have to, we eat because our body needs nourishment. As I heard a great brother say, don't just eat to get full, because that's when another reason we shouldn't eat late at night, because we begin to create a gut or a belly, whatever you call it. And late night eating food creates a gut or a belly over time. You know what I mean? So, and we won't even realize it, because we get stuck in these habits and just not realizing it and repeating the same toxic thing over and over and expecting a different result. All right. Among other issues that can occur in the body. Like I said, late night eating can create a gut or belly, among other issues that are created in the body. Especially if we can have bad habits, addictions, bad behaviors, and a rotten attitude, just tearing our immune system up. People out here tearing their immune systems up and don't even realize it. The immune system is the most important part of the whole body. It's the modem that runs the computer of the body. That's just an example. So, and again, these are things I never paid attention to, and again, it's too much information out there. It just depends on where we're getting it from and what kind of seeker we are, how we are as an individual. Our lifestyle will determine how healthy our immune system is. So be as positive as we possibly can. And it's more than just a word. It's not a corny thing. It's a way of life. It's a means for creating a better life for our brothers, our sisters, family, most of all, ourselves. So we can start within, deep within, and start that righteous ripple effect. When we start with ourselves, children, family, work our way out, and conquer any devil in this world. Make the devil scared of us, When a general wakes up, a brother, sister, and family, that the devil get nervous. When a soldier wakes up for the day. Real talk. So again, start off our day with positive energy. Say it's gonna be a great day. I say that every day now. I used to forget to say it. Now I say it every day. It's gonna be a great day. Even if you don't know how that day is gonna come, we bend it to our will righteously. We gotta be fierce with this positive energy. It's not floating on no clouds. Sometimes you gotta be tough in this here spiritual battle, because it is a spiritual battle out here, whether we realize it, aware of it, know it, or not. But be thankful if you do know and you are paying attention. That means you care about your immune system, So when we get serious, whether we have a platform or not, you'll be amazed where this journey can take us, and the things that great divine will place in our path. And anyone can have this power of paying attention to one's immune system. So focus on our immune system, brothers and sisters. Positive energy is the most beautiful thing in the world, but we have to be consistent, and again, it's not some floating on a cloud thing. It's a way of life. And what do we do this for? For the great results up into our golden years. So, and we can pass that energy on to our youth, significant other, if we have one, and we won't even have to speak. Our energy will show. We'll just glow. Like I said about our melanated sisters, how their skin just glow. Man, that's how we can be within, as brother, sister, family. So stay at it. Always something to learn. Always room for improvement, one way or another. So thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion, and may we all keep that ultimate peace. Brother, sister, family, in whatever part of the world you're in right now. And stay strong, stay positive, stay focusing on oneself. Look up stress if you need to. Things going on in our life, our body, or financial or physical. Look it up, pinpoint it, stay on it. Stay a general, so we can be healthy in this life. Can't be a superhero if we're not healthy in our mind, body, and soul. So again, keep that positive energy, brothers and sisters, and focus on our immune system. Do yourself a favor, okay? And you'll love yourself later as brother, sister, family. Salute.